Hello everyone and welcome back to my podcast. Today is February 23rd. So I'm hoping everybody's having a pretty good month so far. It's almost over with. February just seemed to fly by. So once again, welcome. I think I'm going to start off with new items, and then my birthday was last week, so I have a few birthday items. One of those, you might notice, I have better lighting. My husband made me a ring light for, sorry about that, that was somebody honking their horn outside. But my husband made me a ring light, and it does seem to be improving the video quality, so I'm really thankful for that. And I do have some yarn, and he also got me a like a hot beverage maker, and it's kind of in like a 50s styling, so I was really pleased with that, and I really do like it. And of course, you know, I have a bunch of other things, some clothes that he's gotten me, and let's see, what else did I get? And then, like I said, I have some yarn that my middle daughter got me. And then if I remember, I'm going to try and remember, I'll pop in the pictures of my cake that my oldest daughter made for me. Sorry about that. I don't know why they're doing that, but people and their noisiness outside. But I will pop in the pictures of my cake. It's totally Harry Potter, and it was really cool. And she made it. She's actually a cake decorator at Walmart, so, but she did make this in her own time at home, and I was really amazed with it. It's really awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in the pictures of that here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and move on to new items. I'll start with my birthday yarn that I got. So my middle daughter got me this basket, and it's filled with yarn, and it also had a couple necklaces and some earrings in here, and I forgot to bring them, so I don't have them to show you, but I do have the yarn because it's been sitting right here. I wanted to make sure I remembered. But I thought that was really cute. And she got me 2 skeins of each kind, and it is the Lion Brand Landscape, and it is in, this one's Volcano. So it's really gorgeous. And then this one is Apple Orchard, and I've had Apple Orchard before, and I really do like these. They're really soft. And like I said, I have 2 skeins of each colorway, so I'll be able to make a pretty good size project with that. So I do have that, and then I do have some new yarn, and for some reason it's covered in dog hair. I found they restocked the Mainstays at my Walmart, so I got some more of the Mainstays basic yarn. And this one's just in black. And then I got 2 of these, and this one is in soft gray heather. And I really wouldn't call that a gray. It's more of a very light beige. But they're calling it gray. So I got 2 of these for a future tutorial. And I got the black for my movie night cocoon, which I'll talk about in a little bit, is once I get to whips. But those are my new items. So I'm going to move on to finished projects, and I do have several finished projects. So last week's tutorial was my Rosie the Riveter wrap, which looks like this. And I really like how it's turned out. So I do have a tutorial for this if you want to check it out. It's on my channel. But I really like it, and my youngest has already claimed this one because it's teal. And then everything's covered in dog hair. It's driving me crazy. And then I made a purple one, which is mine. It's the same one, done exactly the same, and this is the one I actually did the tutorial with. And both of this is Mainstays. I want to say it was teal. And then this is Red Heart. No, this is Mainstays 2 in purple. Sorry. So they're both Mainstays in purple and in teal. And then I did one more, and this one's drastically different. You can tell it's the same exact pattern, but this is how much it changes with a thinner yarn. So this is Red Heart Unforgettable. It's just some scrap that I had left, but you can tell that it's the same exact stitches and everything, and that's how much it's decreased with the yarn size. So I'm sure my youngest will really like this. I did try it on and it did fit. It was a little tight, but I think it's really pretty anyway. But like I said, I just had a little scrap ball of it, and I just wanted to try and see if I could squeeze one out of it, and I did. So I finished those. I was kind of on a wrap kick right there, or for a little bit, so I wanted to, make several of them. And then my next project will be a future tutorial, and it is the X's and O's cowl. So it looks like this. And I used Red Heart Super Saver in the stripes, and this is polo stripes. And this is what I have left. But I think it's really pretty. The only problem is with this stitch, your edging's really kind of wonky. I don't know if you can tell that. But even though I did the single crochet around the edge, I'm going to have to seriously block this out. But I think it turned out really pretty with the striped yarn. So it does make a decent size infinity cowl or infinity scarf. So I think it'll be a really nice tutorial, and you can use any worsted weight yarn for it. Probably if you used a solid, you'd be able to see the stitches better, but this will be a upcoming tutorial. Probably not next week, because next week I want to hopefully be able to finish the back to shawl. I'm probably going to change the name on that. Simply because that is already a pattern, so it's a knit pattern, but I want to try and come up with a different name for it, even though I've, basically taken a knit pattern and turned it into a crochet pattern. But I want to try and get that done next week. Like I've said before, that's a huge shawl, so hopefully I'll be able to get it filmed. If not, it will be coming soon. But that is my last finished project. I do have the 2 whips that I've been working on, and the first one, which like I said I would get to when I got to this section. Okay, so I've been working on the movie night cocoon in this Panther Pink, which is from Red Heart, and black. So I had 1 skein of Panther Pink and 1 skein of black. So I bought another skein of black. This is obviously Mainstays, but I think it's still going to be fine. But my store is no longer carrying Panther Pink, and I cannot find it anywhere. So I am at a complete standstill until I can find some more of the Panther Pink or do the rest of it in just plain black. But what really irritates me is it's my most favorite colorway of Red Heart. I use it all the time, and they've always carried it, and now they're just not stocking it. I've looked for the last 2 weeks and have not been able to find it. So I'm going to have to try and either find it somewhere else or figure out what I'm going to do from here, whether I'm going to rip it all out, which that's a lot of work to rip out. And I really don't want to have to rip it all back. Or maybe finish this out in black and just turn it into a baby blanket. But right now, I'm just completely stuck. So that's really kind of a bummer. But if I can't find anything by this coming week, by next week, then I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. But right now, I'm just going to put it aside. And if I can't find anything next week, then I'll make my decision whether I'm just going to turn it into something else or rip it out or just do the rest of it in black, which I don't know how that would look. I mean, it would look, you would have the pink and black in the center, and then the total outside of the shrug would be in black, which I think would be fine. But I'm really bummed about that. So if I can't find it, I'll have to figure out something else, which makes me very sad because that is my most favorite colorway. And I was honestly thinking that maybe I would start on a quilt or an Afghan, a granny square Afghan, because I really like the way that this looked with this. But now, since my store's not selling it anymore, I obviously can't do that. So on to my next whip, which I don't have much progress on, but I do have a little. This is the Entwined Chic Cable Sweater, and it is by Red Heart. So it looks like that. And I'm still working on the back panel. And let's see. I had it upside down. So this is where I was at last time I showed you, and I've worked this much. So, you know, a decent chunk. Not as much as I would have liked, but I'm liking how this is working up so far. I think this might actually fit okay. It seems like it, I know that's kind of jumping the gun, but considering I haven't finished the back panel yet, or more or less any of it. The width of it seems like it'll be a good fit. So I'm also using Red Heart Super Saver in Real Teal for all of these. I frogged another sweater. In case you don't remember, I frogged another sweater, and I'm reusing all of those skeins to make this sweater, which I'm really excited about. It's really cute. And that is pretty much all I have for this week. I was hoping to be able to get more done, but life just gets carried away, and I've been trying to do a million other things. I've been trying to boost up my other channel. I was hoping to be able to boost it up enough to be able to meet the $1,000 subscribers before the deadline, which I didn't. So that channel is no longer monetized. It's not like I make a whole lot of money off of that, but the combined two channels, you know, do give me a little bit of money every now and then. It's usually every 5 to 6 months I might get, you know, a payout by then. But so that channel's no longer monetized, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that. I have so many things in mind for that, but just finding time for all of it. And you know, that is just it's kind of a kick in the pants if you really think about it. You know, because for people who don't record videos and post them, they really don't know how much work goes into them. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and just for YouTube to say, okay, well, your effort's not worth it anymore. It's kind of, a real bummer. So like I said, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with that. So that's kind of what's been going on, is I've been trying to, put out a bunch of videos for that other channel to try and boost it, but I didn't make it. And then I, had my birthday, and it's just kind of been an all-around blah week. We all have them, but, my husband just comes off nights, and it has to be on a week that he's worked a massive amount of overtime, and it's forced overtime, so he's not very pleased about it. So we didn't get to spend much time together. We didn't spend much time for my birthday, and just the whole week has kind of just been, I'm glad it's coming to an end. Last week and this week. But, everybody has them. They come and go. You just got to push through it. But that is all I have for this week. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.